Hello everyone, it's week 3, Seek, Gather, Create. And today I'm starting with the prompt ruffle. And even though I have that prompt covered with my focal point, as you'll see later, I've always wanted to try this technique here. And I am doing the simpler version. If you watch the YouTube videos, you'll see that they put like a layer. Oh, and this is the one I like right here, that one. They put a layer of like glue with paint down first. It's really wet, but I'm just doing everything dry and with just acrylic, watered down acrylic paint on a piece of yarn. That one was too wet, too much paint, so you see the difference. Here I'm trying my second color. But yeah, so you just put some paint on some yarn, do that little back and forth layer look with the yarn, and then just pull it out. Put a little bit of pressure down and then pull it out. That one also was too wet, but I do like the teal on the fuchsia color. So here's the one I like, and I'm praying right now that I don't mess it up. But I'm going to do a layer of teal twice, but I'm only going to show you this one because, again, I thought I was recording and I wasn't on the third ruffle. But yeah, so I like that look. I like it when it's less paint and some white is coming through there. So here I am using a paint marker and just kind of outlining the ruffle part. Just to pull that out so you can see it a little bit better. And this is going to be my background, so I'm not real concerned about it. And like I said, I do cover the ruffle prompt with my focal point because my bird is going to have ruffled feathers. But I just wanted to try this technique, so I figured, well, here's the best time to play around is doing this. So yeah, so I like the way it turned out. So now I'm going to let that sit to the side, and I'm also going to cut it out. And then meanwhile, here I am drawing my bird, and the bird is covering the prompt eye and the ruffle also with his feathers. So this part is just, I hope you have a cup of coffee to watch with, because the next few minutes is just drawing and then coloring him in with my Sharpie paint markers. Now I do try to blend these colors. I'm just learning how to use these markers. So that's what I'm doing here. And it works. The only suggestion I have is to do it in small batches, you know what I mean? Like, so instead of doing the whole wing, I should have just did like a layer, the top part of the wing, and then moved my way down. Because it does dry pretty fast and then it won't blend. So here I'm doing it again at the bottom of the wing and just doing it in small areas now. So I learned that as I was doing it. Again with the beer and the water helps only when it's wet. Once the paint has dried, it doesn't do anything. So that's just some tips if you're going to use paint markers for the first time. Like here, I added the blue, and it dried up really quick. I guess maybe different colors dry faster also. I'm not sure, but yeah, it dried really quick. It wouldn't blend at all, which was fine because it gave it a more ruffled look. But I did kind of want it softer. And then I just I paint, and then I outline again with my micro pen, just so that I keep the details there and I don't lose them. Also, you'll notice like here, the off-brand marker I'm using in between. That's because my Sharpie doesn't have, the Sharpies don't have that color. So a couple times I use the off-brand just because I want the color. And if you're wondering what kind of bird this is, I don't know. He's just a drunk bird that I made up. So I don't know what kind of bird he is, and I'm not real familiar with birds, so I couldn't tell you. Just a made up drunk bird. And here you'll see what I mean about just doing it in areas, small areas. So that's what I'm doing now. So I just switch between the colors and blend as I go. And using a red ballpoint pen, I'm just adding the bloodshot eyes part, the details. And then here I'm just using my finger to blend in the blue as I do it. All right, time to glue it all together. I'm just using stick glue, gluing down the ruffles, and I want to push this back a little bit. It's too bright for me, so I'm just going to use some, because I want my bird to stand out more. I'm just going to use some gesso and a little bit of pink paint and go over the whole background right now. But don't panic. It does get kind of scary because I even scared myself after I did it, but I was able to clean off some of that paint with a wet wipe as it was wet still. Now I'm just outlining him again, make him pop out again, and I'll add some shading underneath. And now I'm just adding the bubbles. It's hard to see, but I just do a circle in white first, and then I take a thin, I have these like little thin markers, and the water didn't work, so put that away. But I have these little thin markers here, and I'm just using blue going around the circle again. It's barely visible though. And then now I'm adding shine to the bubbles. And then I end up outlining the bubbles with the black micron pen just to make them pop out more. And then I go back over the shine again with the white. And I think I go, yeah, and then I also go the blue one more time around the circle too. Just to make the bubbles pop out more. So there's the blue, and then the white shine again. And so now I'm taking it's like a soft crayon, and I'm just bordering, doing like a frame in teal. And these blend pretty good. I think they're called gel sticks. I don't know what mine are. I got them a long time ago, but I usually use them just to darken the edges. Here I'm just doing some touch-up gluing on some pieces that were starting to peel up. Probably because they got wet and the stick glue wasn't holding very well. That wraps up another week of Seek, Gather, Create. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little video with my little guy here. And we got one more week to go. Thanks for joining me today. And I wish you all a very happy, creative weekend ahead. Tschüss.